Welcome back to our podcast. This is the Got to a Black Female. My name is Shaquilla Danielle.
I'm Denisha Sierra.
And I'm Phaedra Elise.
In today's topic, I'm going to start off a little controversial, but I do feel like America, the USA, we really struggle with talking about sex. Like, I feel like every time someone brings it up, it doesn't even matter the age. It can be a grown-ass woman. The minute the minute we talk about sex, people are like, oh, we're supposed to be... Relax. Just chill. We can't ever... It's just so like bothering when we bring up sex. So today I just wanted to see what you guys think of about asking someone like how often they have sex.
Well, me personally, I don't have a problem with it because again, I am a realist. So I'm gonna say whatever's on my mind. So if the topic is sex, I'm gonna talk about it. Like, I'm comfortable with talking about sex, so I'm comfortable with asking anybody any question involving sex. So that's me.
No, but do you feel comfortable like a guy that you're meeting or whatever, and you're like, how often do you have sex? Like, is that something you would do, or you feel like no, that's like being too like much?
I mean, it depends on the conversation. I'm not just gonna go up and ask somebody that, but I mean,
no, not like that.
I'm saying I'm comfortable with talking about it, so I'm comfortable with asking that question if it comes up as a topic. I mean, I don't care.
Not from your point, like, not that you feel uncomfortable. Do you feel like that's like too much, like too personal to ask someone? Not to ask you, like for you to ask someone else. Like, how do you think they would feel?
I mean, I think it depends on the person and how they view sex. I mean, I feel sex is a natural thing. So if somebody is like-minded, then I don't think they should get offended because it's natural. So, I mean, it just depends on how that person is raised or how that person just views sex overall.
Gotcha. Shaquilla?
Well, I am soft-spoken when it comes to things. I just don't like talking about a lot of shit. I honestly don't even text a lot. So that's just...
You know what, a lot?
I don't text a lot. I'm not an open book. Very closed off. But no, if it's somebody that I'm talking to and we've been talking for a little bit and they ask me about sex, I'm going to talk to them about sex. But if it's just, I meet you first day, you talking about how many times? As many as you do. We going to compare.
So you wouldn't answer. You would just answer based off their answer?
Yeah. Just because it's a personal thing. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like you can't just be telling everybody how many times you have sex. Like,
I mean, why not? Like,
that's
it's
what
so
I'm saying. Like,
natural.
But why everybody? Because like this person could possibly not even be the person that you're gonna be laying down and sleeping with.
I mean, ain't nobody say you sleeping with that person though. Like, if you just having an open conversation with somebody,
I mean,
why
like,
you can't say it?
Secretive. Like,
no, like
so
with my
secretive.
friends, yeah. Like with my girls, I talk to them about sex. But like guys,
I mean, just in general, say you like at a party, or not even a party, but you're just somewhere where there's like a group of people and sex just ends up being the topic. You gonna be uncomfortable with saying that?
A bunch of girls, like we just started talking about sex and it just...
I mean, not even a girl, like it's just a group of people, like guys, girls, like just a group of people. You uncomfortable to talk about it?
I mean, I could be comfortable. It would just depend on the mood, like how everybody else is responding. If they're responding, like spontaneously, of course I'm gonna be spontaneous. But if everybody's being serious, I'm finna lie.
What you mean?
You don't like, you're uncomfortable.
Yes, no,
get that.
I'm uncomfortable because if somebody is too serious, I cannot go through with no conversation like that.
But that's what I'm saying.
Too serious?
How is that? I feel like that's a fun, like, why is that such a serious topic?
It's not a serious topic. I'm saying like people who have serious answers.
I mean, but what do you mean like a serious answer?
Like, you know how like people will be like playing around and be like, oh yeah, like I do this or I do it like this. Like if they do a certain position this way and this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
Or if somebody just blatantly just be like, nah, I don't like none of that shit. I like this, da 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 da. Like you like cut somebody off of their what they had said. So now I don't even want to talk to you about it because you just undermined what I said. Because you're not
So you feel like if they don't seem like a trustworthy group, then you're not feeling like you need to be spilling details about yourself.
Exactly. Why do they need to know all that?
I just feel like there's nothing to know. Like, I get what you're saying, but I feel like so many people, and for so long, because I was the same way. Like, I mean, I'm not as open as Phaedra. I wish I could be, but some stuff makes me a little like, okay, you're my business. But like, why is it what is the secret? I feel like it's natural, and it's like, I get that you don't want to be telling like what you're doing to anybody because that's your business, but like, how often? I don't get, is it too much or too little? Like,
So
where
can
do
you
you
just
fall
open
in
the
between?
floor to ask? Like, so how often do you guys have sex? Or how often, like, would you have sex?
Yeah, I just gotta fill out the group first. Like,
But with the
No, I'm
guy that
asking
you're
the
possibly, but
question.
I'm saying with the guy that you're possibly, with someone that you're getting to know, do you feel like that's important?
To
yeah,
know that information?
Yeah.
How you talk about when you
yes,
like talking to somebody, is it important to know how often they have sex?
Yeah.
I think it's
I
important.
mean, I don't know if it's necessarily important,
No,
but
I
I
think it's
mean,
important because you have people who have a high sex drive and people who have a low sex drive. If
Right.
I have
That's
a
what I
high
was
sex
about to say.
drive and you have a low sex drive, baby, we ain't going. It ain't happening.
I mean, that's just a question though. Do you have a high sex drive? Yes or no? Like, you know what I mean?
But
Like,
that goes with
but that
like
goes
how
into a
often, because if
conversation,
you
though.
have a high sex drive, then you're probably having sex
so let
often.
me open the question to the floor. How often do you guys have sex? What do you mean? The topic. Well, how often do you guys prefer sex, have sex, whatever? Like, what's the answer?
Okay.
I'm
I think
asking.
in a relationship, at least four times a week.
What was it?
Right. What?
No, go ahead.
But if you like having like FWB or like someone that you're hitting up consistently, it could be, every day, maybe multiple times a day, but less during the week. It just depends. So yeah, I guess often more than not.
Yeah.
See, me, I'm not going to put a number to it. You know what I mean? Because I just say.
We never put
Hold on. No.
No, because you said
not
4
number,
times.
girl.
I'm not going to put a number to it. So whenever I'm in the mood to do it, I'm going to do it. So whether that's every day of the week or if that's one time a week, if I'm in the mood, I'm going to have sex. I mean, I'm not going to put a number
like
to
it's
it.
just like last week, actually Monday, because it's Wednesday, you wanted a number to our looks and our attractability, exact number. But you can't put a number to how often, not how often do you right now, just saying like
in general,
like what is the thing? It doesn't have to be what it was this week, last month, just in general.
how often do you desire it?
That's what I say. I can't put a number to it, but
Shaquilla answered because she just don't want to.
Politically,
it's just too much.
About this. I can't put a number to it because it's different for me. Like I have like my sex drive peaks at different times depending on what I'm doing or what I'm watching or just like.
I think that's everyone's. I'm not going around saying.
So I can't say. That's what I'm saying. I can't say 4 times because it might not be 4 times. Like I mean, at least once. I'll say that. Once a week.
Shaquilla answered because she Googling.
Right. Because for me, it's going to be like the same, like at least 4. 4 is the least.
4
times a week.
I mean, and my answer is I can have shit going on. Like if it's like stuff going on, then obviously it's probably not going to be 4. Like I'm not saying it's going to be 4 when I'm cycling, like, but I'm saying like in the midst of things.
Yeah, in the midst of things, I can still say 1, at least once a week.
And some people say once a month, it just depends on your sex drive. I don't think it's a good number I don't think you can put a number on it. That's why I said when you meet someone. No, I'm saying a number, like if you say once a week, I say 4, Shaquilla says 10. I'm saying no number is right or wrong. I'm just asking what the number is. But that's why I said when I meet somebody, I would like to know how often. Because if yours is once a month, we might not be compatible.
Right.
Mm.
Because I am going to have what I gotta have.
So that brings so then I feel like you should be more comfortable to have those conversations then.
You feel me?
If you say 4 times a month, why are you why are you uncomfortable with talking about it? It's like it don't.
No, I'm not uncomfortable with talking about it. I am just hesitant because I gotta feel out the people that are talking about it. Like,
I mean, but I don't get why though. Because
people, there's some people who just don't like to talk about it, and I don't want to bring up something that somebody else don't want to talk about. Like if we in a whole group setting and one person brings up sex and then it'd be silent. Like, you think we still gonna talk about that? Who?
I mean, because it's natural. We are the only beings on this earth plane that hides it. The only earth beings. You see insects, animals, everybody else fucking freely. We're the only people that hide it. Only. So I don't know why it's turned into such a taboo thing. But yeah,
because we live in America. That's why.
I think that because they made it such a big thing that now it's not scary, but more than what it is. I don't know if that makes sense.
What do you mean?
Because sex is sex, and I feel now, well, not now, but because here people make it more than what it really is, just like how we talk about cheating, because we bring sex into such a high pedestal, we just think it's an ultimate thing. Once you have sex with this one person, you can never have sex with no one else for the rest of your life.
Mm.
It's just so relaxed.
So how do you feel about, since we're talking about sex conversations in front of people, how do you feel about body counts? Would you share that with someone?
I won't. But that's
you won't?
No.
That's nobody's business, honestly. Because what are you gonna do with that number? What? Were you
right? What you want with it?
It's a freely conversation. So
I mean, I
where are you
how often?
What does that matter?
I'm trying to see if we're compatible. Now you want my number. What you gonna do with it?
Exactly, because I feel for me, that's some little boy type shit. If a nigga asks me my body count, that's some little boy type shit. What is you worried about that for? Because if you like me, what does my past have to do with my future with you? Make it make sense.
Oh, I like that.
I mean, because I feel people could just say it based off of the experiences that you have or how experienced you are. For me, I don't have a problem with saying it because I'll be hey, I've had, I said now, I think now it might be, it's somewhere between 17 and 20, I think, somewhere around there. I got a list on my phone, but yeah, so it's so between 17 and 20 people, I don't have an issue saying it because I definitely had a past to where I was on some shit, some whole shit, and I'm out of that. I mean, it's just okay.
You know what? I agree with you. I think it does tell a lot about the person, sexually.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with you. Not that I'm gonna tell my number, but I will say my number is not experienced. So I do think if I'm meeting someone, they want to know my number, I probably wouldn't tell them my number. I'll be probably not experienced. I haven't been out here in these streets.
Yeah, and I can say yeah, I've been I've been outside for real. And there's people, I've
been people through the window for years.
I've been outside, so I know I have a general idea of the things that I like and what I don't like and stuff like that. So it's to me, it's just a number. It's okay, well, I can say I enjoyed my early 20s, my later teens. I mean, I can say that. So it's okay. I mean, if you're going to judge me, you're going to judge me. I mean, you're going to judge me either way. So, I mean, I don't care.
Shaquilla, what's your thoughts?
I just don't feel like numbers are important, like body count numbers. Just because somebody can have sex with like 100 people and still don't know what the fuck they doing. So like to say that about experience, like that don't even make sense. Because if you really want to know if I'm experienced or not, let's get.
That's true though, cause I can. You're right though, cause I can.
I mean, no, because if you got, if you having sex with 100 people and you don't know what you're doing, then you just don't need to have sex at all.
No, like, because I see what she's saying. You can have, because I'm gonna tell you, you know what, Shaquilla, I take that back, because you're right. Because if you have sex often, so I'm just gonna say me individually, because I'll just say me. So I have sex often enough. My number may not be experienced like what Shaquilla is saying, but often enough where I do know the things that I like and the things that I don't like, because I am having it often, versus someone that's like she's saying, maybe they're having it with 100, 200 people, but only doing what those people want, so they're not actually exploring what they actually want, versus someone that's having it with a few number of people but actually are getting down to the nitty-gritty and exploring what they want to explore with those people. So I see what she's saying. I do. That makes sense actually, now that she said that.
I don't know. To me, like I said, I mean, it's just a free conversation to me. Like, all of it. It don't bother me. Because I feel like if somebody was to even be like, oh, well, I've had sex with maybe even $500, I said $500, like 500 people, I would be like, interesting. Like, that would intrigue me. Like, sex intrigues me to know, like, what people do, what they prefer, like, the kinks that they're into, how many people they have had sex with, how many people that, like, that stuff, it just interests me. Like,
but you know, so, like, for women, though, for years, you know, you go without pleasing your own self because you just want to have sex with a guy. So, for a while, like, me personally, I never knew what I wanted in sex because I didn't know that, you know, a woman's body could do what it could do. But that's just because you don't learn them things.
Sorry, someone's playing
like, nobody teaches you. So, like, that's true. You just fucking to be fucking instead of fucking to please yourself. Like,
that's so powerful, sis. And most you really get some powerful points. Either. Like,
most women have never experienced an orgasm, and that's because they focus on pleasing a man instead of pleasing themselves. So experience means nothing to me because if you don't know how to please yourself, it ain't gonna work.
Well, pleasing yourself, I feel like in my opinion, comes down to literally pleasing yourself. I feel like you have to learn your body, however you want to learn your body. I mean, people, you know, do in different ways, but you have to, and because that's the one thing, because I don't know about females, like all females, but I know males do, you know, masturbate a lot more than women. I would think.
Honey, not you taking what I said last night.
Honey, but I would think they do. So with that being said, they know the sensations and they know what they're looking for. So whereas, I mean, I masturbated when I was a child, I can say that, but it's like, I feel like a woman has to take time to actually feel up their body to see what they like. And I feel like women don't do that as much as men. So when you say pleasure, women can't or don't get pleased by men or whatever, because you have to learn your body. And I mean,
yeah, but they shame, to go what Shaquilla is saying, they shame us, like, with that.
And that's why you need to know knowledge of self, because once you learn knowledge of self, you'll know that that is natural and it is what it is. I mean, once you break out of society, I mean, it's just up from there.
That's what Nature Boy said.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't get everything from Nature Boy now, but yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't know if you was quoting or if this was freelance.
Honey.
But that's true. I don't know. You know what? I see both sides.
Honey, you good for that. CEO of seeing both sides.
I do. Because you know what? That does make a lot of sense. But also, I'm gonna go back to what you said. If it is 500 now, I feel like you got to know something.
Yeah, because that's like any craft. If you're doing something multiple times and you still don't get it, just quit. Because what are you doing? Wasting your time. Like if you're not learning something, if you're not experienced after doing something 100 times, what are you doing? Like you just wasting your time and mine at that point.
But I think another thing of what Shakula was saying, well, she didn't say this, but I'm just gonna assume, is that women get more like looked down upon if their count is higher versus a man.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. And that's what's something that I'm trying to learn, even with like in my confidence journey, that it doesn't matter what you do. People are going to judge you no matter what. So no matter if you do have 100 partners or if you only have one partner, somebody going to say something. You know what I mean? So it's like, you might as well just live your life the best that you can live it, because literally somebody is going to say something no matter what.
I mean, that's facts. Heavy facts. Well, shit. Thank you, guys. I feel like we teaching a sermon.
Hey.
Ew.
The sermon.
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe. And bye for now.
Bye.